got me a hammer. It's making the wood stronger. There we go. So now I gotta figure out where it would be in this new piece. Well, I got that. That looks about where it was. So we're gonna put it right there. Excuse me. That's where it's gonna go. And I gotta get the drill out so we can drill some pilot holes for that. I don't know what size this is. God. I don't know what size this is, but it fits the screws. So let's do them diagonally. Let's do 3. The one right there. One right there and one more down the bottom. And then we gotta get a bigger drill bit so that the screw heads can seep into that all the way. So here's the screws that we're gonna be using. Gotta get one that fits these, which I have one. It's the perfect size. So let's do this. I'm gonna put this drill bit in here. It's a little small because I lost the 1/4 one. I don't know how. That method works for everything. So now let me attempt to put the screw in there. So I'm going to use the Phillips screwdriver. That goes in no problem. Get all these holes threaded, I guess. Yep, that goes through plenty. I should have no problem sticking into the new wood. So I need 3 of these, so what I do is I put all of them in, but to where they only poke through a little bit. And then it gives markings on the other piece of where the holes will be in location to the wood, so I can drill some little holes so I don't split the wood. I want this to be like perfect. I want this couch to last. This is definitely going to help with the fact that it's a big piece of pressure treated pine. Now I just got to press this down really hard where it's at. Yep. Got the markings. So now I'll put an even smaller bit in here so these can kind of self-thread themselves. Don't need to drill these super far. Third one is somewhat difficult to see, but I barely see it. So now this should thread onto here just fine. Oh, guess I messed that one up. It's a bit too far over. No big deal. It's threading in pretty nicely. Bit tight. That's threading in pretty good. Yeah, those are not going to be an issue at all. Those are plenty seeped in. Alright, that's all of that. Much sturdier than wood staples. It's going to be much sturdier than the whole thing in general. So let's put this in the couch. Okay, time to surgically add the new piece. So let's do that. I should remove all the wood staples, but I won't. It's got cardboard on the top. That's actually cardboard. Bro, who's building this couch? I don't like it. It's not a very good quality build. So I need to get like a hacksaw blade or something else, because the old wood's in the way of the new wood. Just the blade of a hacksaw. Or maybe the whole thing. That wood's probably too big to where I don't need the whole thing. Oh, actually I can just use the wood saw. It's got a big blade. Let's do it. Never mind, just pull it off. Ah, this wood is crap. Alright, that should be good, I hope. So much wood. This is Splinter City right here. Alright, let me get that drill over here. And we're gonna drill the new holes. So I need this. I need this. I need my screwdriver. And that's it. Alright. I'm gonna put the bigger bit in now. This is probably one of the cleanest fixes I've ever done on something. Well, on the outside it doesn't look so good right now, but we just gotta put it back together. And I need a bunch of wood staples because I'm all out. Need another screw. I'll get a longer one just because we're on the main part of the couch right now. All right. That's one piece. Now the other support is all the way down at the bottom. So I only get to put 2 screws in, which is a bit unsturdy. But I think it'll be fine. Because it's pressure treated pine. There goes the fabric. It got tangled in the drill bit. That's hot. Now let's make these a bit wider. Alright, let's put 2 screws in there. I should just build couches as a business because it's pretty easy. That's pretty tight. It's like one of the most fun things I've done this summer. I'm not joking. I'm actually really enjoying this. I was kind of dreading this. I didn't really want to do it. That's really strong. Oh my god. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. We're gonna have to add some extra padding in there, maybe. Here's the new wood. Here's the old wood. The old wood's much softer. I'm gonna have to like stand this thing up and just hammer on the old whatever they're called, those things. What are they called? The staples. Alright, time to go back to the floor. Alright, let's drill the pilot hole. Kind of crooked. It's because that fabric is stuck on it. We're gonna drill right where one of the old staples was. There's gonna be a lot of material in there, so it's a good spot for the screw to thread into. It smells like s'mores in here right now. All the delicious smells of wood being cut. Don't want that to go in too deep. So we're just gonna do one screw per board on the top here. And there's 3 boards, so that's 3 screws. I've got way more than 3 screws on hand. Look how well that's threading in. I'm not gonna put it in all the way yet because I want. Oh, actually, there's 4 beams. That's better than 3. I like when there's. Are there 4? Or am I just tweaking? Yeah, there's only 3. The other one's that piece of cardboard that I saw. I bet you I could build a better couch than this. This one's not built the best. From the outside, it's a very comfy couch. On the inside, it's a very cheap couch. Put the one down here first in. Again, that was really easy. Screw. I'm going to need to get another wood screw set too. I've almost gone through this whole thing. Alright, that one's in. We got one more. This last one is going to be the most difficult because it's got a two staples right next to each other, and they're still standing up. Right on the money. That was like perfect. I drilled that in the exact spot that it needed to go. Last screw, and then we can just put the whole thing together. That's sturdy. My days. Alright, that's all of the screws that I need to put in. So I'll take you all in for a closer look. Let's go. Oh, it's none of that insanely serious. Okay, let's have a look at this. So, here's all the beams on the inside. Here's that support piece that was kind of pointless, but it's there anyway. And then there's where the old one broke. We got that beam right there, and this beam right here. There's one screw in this one, right there. Two screws in that one. One right here, and one right there. And then, here's where that other piece is screwed in. We got three. And then there's the three beams at the top. This is pretty dang solid, if you ask me. So now we just gotta put all the padding back on. I might be able to use screws and washers because I got some shorter ones in there. So I think I might just do that. So I'm gonna put this back up on here. Switch the camera around to over here, and I'm gonna go grab the washers. All right. I got one screw put in at the top to see if it works, and it indeed does. So I can go ahead and add the rest of the screws. I'm gonna put the padding on first. A wood screw set and a washer set from Home Depot. Makes for a good combo. We have to overlap padding in the middle here so they can get it to go into the wood. What is happening? Might be able to get away with doing that. Then we get one right in here. This would be the last one in this spot. Just hammer it in place. Hammering screws is honestly a good method. Whatever. I don't really think I need one there because when I stretch the fabric out, you should just pull it tight with it. Oh, come on. It just got it pulled pretty tightly. So we gotta put all this junk back on the front here, which is going to be stretched because it's bigger than it used to be. You know, we got the screw hole. Bro. Alright, that screws in. This thing's looking good. Oh, that's the last of these. Hammer them in like all the way. And just do a couple twists at the end. And they're secure. So here's what we gotta wrap around the whole thing. I wish it was an elastic cover, but nah. Okay, now we got these short ones. Put in at the top here. Put that screw in a little bit. Good thing this one faces the wall. No one's gonna have to see this mess. And then we'll just hot glue the rest of the fabric on here. I'm glad that I left this little lip because this is where I'm gonna be able to put it all back in. Why don't I lay this down? There we go. So I'll make this hole right here. And there we got that. And I can wrap this around. Come on. Bro, come on. There are going to be some stretch marks and it's not going to look the best. I mean, hey, at least you got a functional couch, right? So we can stretch this fabric over here. I should just rebuild the whole thing with pressure treated pine. This thing sucks. And then right there we can just hot glue that down. It's not gonna be the most pretty thing known to man. It's gonna be one of the most sturdy versions of this couch ever made. I'll tell you that much. This is definitely the most difficult part. Other side. Another screw over here. think I'll do I think I'm gonna go look for wood staples because this is getting a bit difficult. So I'll be right back. Found a brand new box of staples and this thing's fully loaded. So now we can just really finish this up. I didn't even hit the wood. Already making a good progress. I hope that this big gap is fixable because I don't have any more of this fabric or anything in this color that could go there. Okay. Making some good progress. I didn't even go in. Why are these missed shooting so far? There, that one. This is like almost guaranteed to rip open over the course of the school year. But I mean, I can just staple it back together again. So we are going to have some slight imperfections on this side. But I mean, would you rather have a slight hole in your couch or have the whole thing be busted? It's not pretty. Okay. Well, that's about the best I could do on this side. Not looking too hot. The other side looks fine, actually. I'm pretty happy with how this side of it, whoops. I'm pretty happy with how this side of it turned out. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Ow. Again, this is misfiring right now. That one's good. That one misfired. Bruh. Swear to God. Well, oh man, there's still a lot of... So much wood junk just fell out of this thing. Okay, so now the only thing left to do is put it back together. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll look alright. Doesn't really need the cover on the bottom, so I'm not going to put the cover on the bottom. This one's having some trouble going in. Not sure why. It went in though. There's that side. So I'm gonna sweep up the floor real quick and then we can put this thing back together. I made a mess. It was a well worth it mess. It was a fun project. Just dropped like 10 little screws all over the floor. It's just awesome. Alright, let me go get the broom. There's the pile of junk. Put this stuff in the trash. Alright, time to put this thing together and see how it will look with the rest of the couch.
I think so, because they're like $500 right now. Really? Yeah.
So that half of the couch goes on fine. It looks fine, you can barely tell that I sliced through the middle of it. I think everything went in fine. Here's the back. It seems fine to me. I put the Velcro on at the bottom. Arm, can't tell. You can barely tell that it is different. So yeah, that's the end of the couch project. It works. The only reason you can tell is because it's got screws on the side and it's got this big bump right there. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.